Okay, it's planting time around here. Finally, it's been raining for days, and all those days we had planned on planting our garden. We did plant in the rain some, but anyway, I'm getting those potatoes ready. They were just a bag of old potatoes that I had that, you know, sprouted eyes. But I also have some seed potato that hopefully will get in the ground today. I have to wait a couple of days for those, for the part where I cut, for the skin to harden there, so that they won't rot. Here's a quick little chick update. We actually have a total now of 16. 2 more sweet little chickie pies hatched after the original 14. And there's our little Sunny girl. Well, we don't know if she's a girl, but she's Sunny. These are Pontiac red seed potatoes, and actually some viewers gave us these at the Appalachian Homesteading Conference. It's one of 3 varieties that we're gonna grow. These are small enough that I don't need to cut them. The other ones I did cut like you saw earlier.
It's really sour.
Should you add a little more honey?
Daddy likes it.
Okay. Well, Mommy will like it too. Woo! That'll get me going. You want to help me plant some potatoes? Well, we've got to pull the line and dig the trench first. Your trench is supposed to be 6 inches deep, and mine is 6 inches deep, and then there's obviously a hill of stuff that came up out, but I'll be using that to cover it back up by 3 inches, and then I'll have to cover it back up again in a few weeks. As the roots kind of come up out of the soil, you have to cover them again, and then even again sometimes. Okay, so here's my first potato, and then what I read is you put it 12 inches apart from the next one. And you want to plant them so that the eyes are facing upwards, because I guess that's going to be the little plant that comes up out of the ground. What are you planting?
I'm filling in a few asparagus plants in our row here.
Oh, where did you get those? Cool.
They're just seed starts.
Okay, so I have my work cut out for me. I probably need at least 2 more of those, plus probably 1 row of what I cut this morning, and then the rest will be sweet potatoes. Here comes my #1 helper up from his nap. Hey, cutie. What's gonna be your job? We're gonna have to teach you some garden etiquette here before long. You've just been running wild in here because there's been no garden to worry about. But you can't walk on everywhere now. That's what we're contending with in our rock garden. Arthur is about to plant some rhubarb. Planting potatoes now. What are you gonna do with that? Now what are you planting?
Horseradish.
At some point. What do you have now? Cool. What do you want to do with that? You're strong. What you working on, sweetheart? Tomatoes are growing in the ground. Lunchtime. What are you the most excited about growing in the garden, guys?
Everything. Everything.
Do you think we're gonna have space for those black-eyed peas?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. We've grown them before. They're so delicious. All right, lunch is over. Heading back out to the garden. I was just informed that I'm not planting the tomatoes deep enough, and I already did all those. So I have to go back and replant all of them. Thanks for your help. Art is actually sticking some comfrey in here for us to pull up and divide next year, so we'll have more comfrey. And I got my tomatoes mostly done. These here are called Mountain Magic that someone gave us. And then this is a chocolate stripey. This one's called Blush. These teeny tiny ones are some cherry tomatoes that somebody gave us. This is a orange oxblood. And then Cherokee purple. And I threw some basil in, because who doesn't love basil? Here we've got Better Boy all the way up to there. But I'm gonna go, not right now. And then I'll fill in all this tomorrow after I go to the market. And now it's time to plant my cucumbers. And I'm not gonna be saving seeds from these because they need 1/8 of a mile separation. But I got 2 different kinds. I want to try some things out before I settle on one type of tomato or cucumber or anything like that. How's it coming, girl?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm going to redo that one because it's kind of thin.
I think you're doing great. Yeah, that's hard work that you're doing, and it's pretty hot sun right now. We have some visitors. Should I probably go put them in the barn?
I think they're okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, your bellies look so nice and full. That's better. Stay out of the garden, guys.
He doesn't know which one to get.
Okay, get Rosie for him then. That was sweet of you.
Whoa! Isn't that cute? Here, can you hold him? Hold it.
Yes.
She's really strong. She's almost as strong as her mom.
Come here, bright boy. Come here. Get the leash. I actually don't really want you in the tall grass. I'll get the goat. Okay, it is about 8 o'clock and we are gonna work till it's dark because we want to get this garden planted, and it's not gonna all happen today. But let me tell you this, we're running out of room already. I'm really starting to feel like we need like double the space, because if we're actually gonna put food up, I realize though I'm hardly gonna be able to keep up with harvesting this much food, but eventually I really feel like we're gonna need way more space in this as we learn how to put food up and preserve it and actually eat off of our land.
We have the 3 rows of potatoes planted, those red potatoes.
Oh, okay, cool.
From the folks at the homesteading conference. We're going to put 1 more row of potatoes here.
Yep.
I have 2 rows of beans planted here and 2 rows of black-eyed peas there.
Did you already plant them?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good job. So we have black-eyed peas. Yes. What kind of beans are these?
Volunteer half runners.
Awesome. Maybe we could build a bunch of beds for the fall garden.
Sure.
That's what I want to do. And leave space up here. Like for greens and carrots and radishes and stuff like that, make beds. And leave this garden for all the big stuff.
Maybe.
I really want to do that. Just teach me how to do it and I'll do it.
Here, Dad, use that. I'll go see.
Okay. Thanks.
Grace has some okra planted. Now, do we need this whole patch for corn up here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So all this is corn, some of it's planted, and then all of this is squash to about right there. So really, we don't really have very much space left at all. Here. Well, we're gonna have to think about this. Do you want some cucumbers?
Oh, my garden's all taken up.
Okay. I'm planting these just because they're pretty. One day we're gonna have a purple garden, but not this year. Here, Gracie.
Wow.
They're pretty, huh? This is what they look like.
I'm gonna take 2. I've got enough room for like 2.
What feeling where you wonder if your garden will even grow?
Yeah.
Can you tell me all about what you have planted in here?
I have rainbow corn, sweet corn, and hickory king corn.
Oh.
Tomatoes and okra, and more tomatoes.
And some beans.
Yeah.
And flowers eventually, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, time to water. It's the end of the day. It's another great day on the homestead.
Except I almost cut that off.
You almost got the camera wet.